Failure, that unwelcome companion in the lives of many, often shrouded in silence, lurks in the corners of both grand endeavors and daily routines. Yes, that includes you, me, and maybe not Beyoncé, but certainly most of us. Today, I'm here to unwrap some potent, slightly edgy insights on transforming these failures into formidable strengths. Let's be honest, this might get a bit personal, a bit raw, but if my awkward mishaps can guide you to growth, then it's all worth it. First off, let's confront the hard truth head-on. You failed. Maybe your heart was set on a groundbreaking business idea that didn't take off, or perhaps a presentation that you blanked out on halfway through. Or it could be as simple as your diet ending on a cheesy note with a late-night pizza binge. Trust me, I've been there. But the crucial first step in turning these failures around is acceptance. Total, unfiltered acceptance. Denial might seem comforting, acting like a soft pillow to cushion your bruised ego. You might think, I'm just ahead of my time, or it wasn't the right moment, or even blame the retrograde motion of Mercury. While denial can provide temporary relief, it's merely a delay to the inevitable confrontation with reality. Here's where things get a bit controversial. Your failure is yours alone, not the economy's, not your co-workers, not that friend who didn't share your post on social media. It's essential to stand in front of the mirror, take a deep breath, and own up to your part in the failure. I recall my first podcast attempt. It was a disaster. No plan, no clear topic, just winging it, and it was painfully obvious. I wanted to blame everything. The algorithm, bad luck, you name it. But the moment I acknowledged my lack of preparation, my perspective shifted dramatically. I dove headfirst into researching, practicing, and really honing the craft. That initial failure was not the end, but rather the start of a better, more prepared me. Understanding that failure isn't a personal attack, but rather a reflection of what didn't work, is pivotal. It's all too easy to cover up our shortcomings with excuses and distractions, yet the mirror remains, steadfast, reflecting back our mistakes until we're ready to face them. Once I spent an entire week blaming my boss for a failed project, insisting that the guidelines weren't clear. But deep down, I knew the truth. I hadn't asked enough questions. I hadn't verified my assumptions. When I finally accepted responsibility, my entire attitude shifted from bitterness to proactive improvement. Why does accepting failure matter so much? Because denial traps you in a cycle of blame, justification, and fantasy. It stifles your growth and keeps you stuck in the past. By accepting your failures, you free up energy to focus on the future. You transition from, "Why did this happen to me?" to, "What can I do next?" This mindset doesn't imply you give up. On the contrary, it's about learning from the missteps, embracing them, and using them as fuel to propel you forward. You see, you can't fix a problem if you refuse to acknowledge it exists. If you're too busy pointing fingers or pretending everything's fine, you're missing a golden opportunity for personal growth. Growth, my friend, is the ultimate goal. So, are you ready to shed the cloak of denial and step into a role of ownership? Good, because once you accept the reality of your failure, you're already on the path to transforming it into one of your greatest strengths. Let's press on, with the reassurance that the best is indeed yet to come. Next, let's shift how we view failure, from a dreaded endpoint to valuable feedback. It's not about rejection, think of it as redirection. Imagine failure not as a closed door, but as a detour sign pointing you to a different, potentially better path. This concept might seem challenging to accept, but embracing it can change everything. For instance, when I applied for my dream job and was rejected, it felt like a gut punch. But once I processed the feedback, I realized they were right. I was missing crucial skills. Instead of wallowing, I used that feedback as a blueprint to improve. By the time the next opportunity came around, I was ready, and guess what? I landed the job. If we ignore the lessons failure tries to teach us, we're doomed to repeat our mistakes. It's like walking into the same wall over and over, wondering why it keeps happening. By reframing failure as a source of feedback, we can start to ask better questions. What is this experience trying to teach me? What can I do differently next time? This isn't just about staying positive, it's about staying proactive. Every setback refines your process, every no brings you closer to a yes, and every apparent dead end is just a signal to pivot and try a new approach. Continuing on the transformative journey of reframing failure, it's vital to understand that failure, when approached as a teacher, becomes a guiding light rather than a stumbling block. Each setback, each rejection, is not merely a halt, but a suggestion to redirect our efforts and sharpen our skills. It's about understanding that feedback isn't about being rejected, it's about being redirected, corrected, and ultimately improved. This perspective is not only liberating, but also essential for growth and innovation. Let's delve deeper into the idea that feedback, often dressed in the guise of failure, can be one of the most honest, raw forms of guidance we receive. I remember launching a project I was incredibly passionate about. It was my baby, and I put everything into it. Nights of planning, days of executing, and endless cups of coffee. When it was finally out there for the world to see, the reception was underwhelming. My initial reaction, disappointment, despair even. But then, upon reflection and after revisiting the feedback, I realized it wasn't rejection, but a roadmap pointing me towards areas I needed to refine. This revelation wasn't easy. It was a tough pill to swallow, but also a crucial turning point. This process of receiving feedback as a form of redirection rather than outright rejection is what distinguishes those who learn and grow from those who stagnate. When you start viewing each no not as a door slammed in your face, but as a sign that says, "Not this way, try that way," it changes the entire game. Suddenly, you're not stuck anymore. You're exploring new avenues, new possibilities. Remember, the greatest minds and talents in history weren't strangers to rejection. Figures like Oprah Winfrey and Steven Spielberg faced significant setbacks early in their careers, but used these experiences not as reasons to give up, but as motivations to push harder and reach further. It's about shifting the narrative from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What is this teaching me?" And this shift is powerful. By embracing this approach, failure starts to feel less like an enemy and more like a mentor in disguise, pointing you in the right direction, nudging you to where you need to be. Think of it as the universe's way of course correcting, ensuring you're aligned with your true path and potential. However, understanding and utilizing feedback is only part of the equation. Another significant aspect is the often painful practice of stopping the comparison of your failures to others' successes. Social media amplifies this, presenting a constant stream of highlights from others' lives, making it all too easy to feel like we're falling behind or failing altogether. But here's the raw truth. Comparison is the thief of joy and, perhaps more critically, the thief of perspective. When we compare our blooper reel to everyone else's highlight reel, we're not seeing the full picture. Take, for example, the time I launched my first online course. I worked tirelessly, perfecting every module and anticipating the impact it would make. When it launched, the results were modest at best, especially compared to a peer who launched a similar course and saw massive success. Initially, I was crushed, feeling like a failure. But on reflection, I realized I was comparing my beginning to someone else's middle. This peer had been in the game longer, had a larger following, and had previous courses to learn from. I was just starting out. This approach not only alleviates the pressure of comparison, but also reorients us to value our unique paths. Each person's journey to success is different, filled with unique challenges and victories that cannot be fairly compared to another's. By embracing our individual journeys, we can focus on what truly matters, developing ourselves, learning from our failures, and progressing towards our personal goals without being sidetracked by the achievements of others. As we continue on this journey, remember that your failures are not just obstacles, they are opportunities. They are not signs that you are on the wrong path, but rather indicators that there are aspects to adjust and improve. Each failure, each piece of feedback, and each comparison offers valuable insights and lessons, all of which are stepping stones on the path to success. Embrace them, learn from them, and use them to forge a stronger, more resilient path forward. Let's keep moving forward, embracing each lesson, and using our unique failures and setbacks as the fuel to propel us to greater heights. Harnessing the lessons from our failures and reframing them as constructive feedback is a significant stride toward personal growth. But the journey doesn't stop there. There's a pivotal step that often goes unnoticed, but is crucial in transforming our setbacks into stepping stones: seeking mentorship. This phase is about finding someone who has walked the path before you, someone who has faced the harshest rejections and emerged not only unscathed, but stronger and wiser. Let's explore how the guidance of a mentor can illuminate your path and why embracing this guidance can dramatically shift your trajectory from faltering to flourishing. Mentorship, in its essence, is an exchange of wisdom and experience that can be as informal as a series of conversations with a trusted advisor, or as structured as a formal coaching relationship. The key here is not just to seek advice, but to seek the right kind of advice. Advice that resonates with your specific challenges and aspirations. A mentor sees the potential that lies veiled behind your failures. They help you sift through the noise of generic guidance and find the golden nuggets of true wisdom that apply to your unique situation. I remember when I first sought out a mentor, I was floundering, having faced several professional setbacks that left me questioning my path. The mentor I approached was someone whose career I had long admired, not just for her successes, but for her resilience in the face of adversity. In our discussions, she shared stories of her own failures, not just the polished anecdotes of overcoming obstacles, but the raw, unvarnished truth of what those failures cost her and how she navigated through them. These conversations were transformative. They didn't just offer comfort, they offered a roadmap. My mentor provided practical, actionable strategies that were tailored to my needs. She helped me understand that failure wasn't a sign that I was on the wrong path, but rather a sign that I needed to recalibrate my approach. This perspective shift was monumental. It moved me from a state of paralysis to action, from a mindset of doubt to one of determination. But finding a mentor can sometimes seem as daunting as facing your failures. It's not about finding the most successful person you can know. It's about finding someone whose successes and failures resonate with your personal aspirations. It's about finding someone who can guide you, not because they have the answers, but because they know how to navigate the questions. Your mentor should be someone who challenges you, who pushes you to examine your failures not with judgment, but with curiosity, seeking the lessons embedded within them. The value of mentorship extends beyond individual guidance. It also introduces you to networks and communities that can offer additional support and insight. This broader network can be invaluable as you navigate your career, offering diverse perspectives and experiences that can help clarify your path. Through this expanded network, I discovered new opportunities and collaborations that were previously beyond my reach, each encounter adding layers of depth and understanding to my professional journey. Moreover, the journey of mentorship is not a one-way street. As you grow and learn from your mentor, you also begin to contribute to the mentorship relationship. This reciprocal exchange enriches both mentor and mentee, offering new insights and reaffirming the lessons learned. It's about growing together, each interaction a step forward for both parties. Another profound benefit of mentorship is its ability to keep you grounded and focused. In a world where distractions are plentiful and the pressure to succeed is overwhelming, having a mentor can provide a much-needed anchor. They help maintain your focus on what truly matters, guiding you through the noise and keeping your eyes on the long-term goals rather than getting sidetracked by short-term setbacks. This guidance is especially crucial when you face inevitable challenges. During these times, a mentor can help you navigate the storm, offering strategies and support that enable you to emerge not just intact, but improved. They help you see beyond the immediate pain of failure, to recognize the potential growth that can arise from it. This long-term perspective is invaluable, transforming what could be a demoralizing experience into a pivotal moment of empowerment. Furthermore, a mentor can accelerate your learning curve, helping you avoid common pitfalls and directing you towards more effective strategies. This accelerated learning is not about taking shortcuts, but about learning efficiently from someone who has already navigated the complex terrain you are currently traversing. It's about leveraging their experiences to enrich your own journey, avoiding unnecessary mistakes, and focusing your energies on actions that yield the most impact. In embracing mentorship, you also learn the importance of giving back. The cycle of knowledge and experience is a continuous one, where today's mentees become tomorrow's mentors. As you progress in your career and accumulate your own insights and wisdom, the role of mentor becomes a new avenue for you to explore, offering a way to pay forward the guidance you once received. As we move forward in our exploration of turning failures into stepping stones, remember that mentorship is not just about receiving advice. It's about engaging in a transformative relationship that challenges, supports, and elevates you. It's about finding that guiding light that not only illuminates your mistakes, but also highlights your path to greater achievements. In the next and final part of our exploration, we will delve into the practical steps you can take to actively seek out and engage with mentors and how to maximize the benefits of these relationships. We'll explore how to integrate the insights from your mentors into your personal and professional development plans, ensuring that every piece of advice and guidance you receive is not just heard, but acted upon. Let's continue to build on the foundation we've established, embracing the full spectrum of learning and growth opportunities that mentorship provides. In our pursuit of transforming failures into assets, there's an underappreciated yet crucial strategy that often goes unnoticed: embracing mentorship. A mentor can offer more than just advice. They can provide perspective, wisdom, and a roadmap through the landscape of failure towards the peaks of success. Let's delve into the transformative power of mentorship and how it can guide us not only in navigating setbacks, but also in accelerating our growth and realizing our potential. Mentorship is about connecting with someone who has navigated the turbulent waters you're currently sailing. It's about finding that seasoned navigator whose hindsight can become your foresight. Imagine having someone in your corner who's not only celebrated their own successes, but also weathered their own failures. This person doesn't just share the glossed-over glory stories. They share the gritty, raw, real lessons that come from experiences where things didn't go as planned. I once sought guidance from someone I admired greatly, a leader in my field whose success was evident to all. During our first meeting, instead of regaling me with tales of triumphs, she shared a story of a significant professional failure. It was her first major project, and it had tanked spectacularly. What struck me wasn't just the failure itself, but how she described navigating through it, the resilience, the recalibration of strategies, and how it shaped her approach to leadership. This conversation shifted something within me. It wasn't just inspiring, it was instructive. It taught me that great success often follows great failures, and the journey between the two is where the real growth happens. The value of such mentorship is immeasurable. A mentor helps you to see beyond the immediate sting of failure. They help you decipher the lessons embedded within each setback. This isn't about platitudes or superficial advice. It's about deep, meaningful insights that can only come from experience. When you have a mentor, you're not just learning how to avoid failure, you're learning how to use it as a catalyst for growth. Finding the right mentor is about seeking someone whose achievements resonate with your goals, but whose failures and their handling of them resonate even more. It's about compatibility in values, vision, and approaches to problem solving. This relationship, at its core, is built on trust and mutual respect, qualities that are fundamental for open, honest communication and effective learning. Engaging with a mentor involves more than just occasional meetings or discussions. It's a commitment to an ongoing relationship where both parties are invested in the growth process. For the mentee, it's about being open to feedback, willing to ask tough questions, and ready to act on the advice given. For the mentor, it's about being accessible, attentive, and genuinely interested in the mentee's development. This dynamic can transform a mentee's approach to their career and personal growth, providing them with tools, resources, and networks that would otherwise be inaccessible. Moreover, the benefits of mentorship extend beyond individual growth. Through your mentor, you gain access to a broader network of professionals and opportunities. This network can be a rich resource for collaboration, further learning, and even new career opportunities. Each connection formed is a potential door to new paths you might never have discovered on your own. The impact of a good mentor can be seen in how they help you navigate failures by reshaping them into lessons. They can teach you to analyze where things went wrong, understand different outcomes, and how to approach similar situations differently in the future. This kind of analysis is invaluable because it turns theoretical knowledge into practical, actionable wisdom. But mentorship isn't just about receiving, it's also about giving back. As you grow and learn from your mentor, you'll find opportunities to share your knowledge and experiences with others. This could be in formal settings, like workshops and seminars, or through more informal mentorship roles. By becoming a mentor yourself, you contribute to a culture of learning and growth that benefits your entire professional community. This reciprocal nature of mentorship enriches the experience, making it more than just a learning journey. It becomes a shared journey of growth and development. It's about building a legacy of knowledge and support that transcends individual achievements. As we move forward, remember that engaging with a mentor is one of the most proactive steps you can take towards not just overcoming failure, but leveraging it. A mentor provides not only guidance and support, but also inspires you to push beyond your limits and redefine what's possible. They help you see failures not as endpoints, but as integral parts of your journey towards success. In our next exploration, we'll look into how to actively seek out mentors, initiate and maintain these relationships, and how to maximize the benefits of this dynamic to further your personal and professional development. The journey of mentorship is not just about improving your own life. It's about preparing to improve the lives of others through the wisdom gained from your experiences. Let's continue to embrace this journey, knowing that the paths we walk, guided by those who have walked before us, are the ones that lead to true growth and success. As we conclude our exploration of transforming failure into strength through mentorship, It's essential to understand how to actively seek out mentors, build and maintain these relationships, and fully leverage the potential of such engagements for personal and professional growth. Finding a mentor starts with a clear understanding of your own goals and needs. Reflect on what you hope to achieve and the areas where you feel you need guidance. Are you looking for someone to help navigate career challenges, provide industry-specific knowledge, or offer life advice? Identifying your objectives will guide you in choosing a mentor whose experiences and expertise align with your aspirations. The search for a mentor can begin within your existing network. Look to professional associations, alumni networks, or even within your organization. Attend industry conferences, seminars, and workshops, events where potential mentors are likely to be participants or speakers. Engaging in these settings allows you to naturally connect with seasoned professionals who are likely already inclined to share their knowledge. Once you've identified a potential mentor, the approach should be respectful and clearly communicated. Start by expressing genuine appreciation for their work or insights. Be direct about why you admire them and specific about why you believe they would be a great mentor. It's important to convey what you hope to learn from them and how you envision the mentorship unfolding. Remember, mentorship is a commitment, and showing that you value their time and expertise increases the likelihood they'll be interested in investing in you. Building a mentor relationship involves consistent, open communication and mutual respect. Establish early on how often you'll meet and what the expectations are on both sides. Whether it's formal meetings, casual coffees, or email updates, regular interaction will keep the relationship dynamic and fruitful. Be prepared for each meeting with updates on your progress and questions that can provoke deep discussion. This preparation shows your mentor that you're engaged and take their input seriously, making the relationship more rewarding for both parties. Maintaining a mentorship relationship requires effort and sincerity. As with any relationship, it evolves. Over time, your needs may change, and the mentorship might need to adapt. Regularly discuss the relationship's direction and ensure it continues to meet your evolving goals. Show appreciation for your mentor's time and contributions. A simple thank you note, updates on your progress, or a thoughtful gesture on special occasions can go a long way in showing your gratitude. To truly benefit from mentorship, apply the lessons and advice you receive. Mentors can provide a wealth of knowledge, but it's ultimately up to you to put this wisdom into practice. Reflect on the feedback and insights they offer, and take concrete steps to incorporate this learning into your personal and professional life. Document your progress and setbacks to discuss in your meetings. This not only helps you track your growth, but also demonstrates to your mentor the impact of their guidance. Finally, prepare to eventually transition from mentee to mentor. As you accumulate your own experiences and insights, consider how you can give back to the community that helped you grow. Becoming a mentor yourself can be an enriching experience that not only enhances your own understanding, but also allows you to empower others. It continues the cycle of learning and growth, fostering a network of support that can extend far beyond individual achievements. In embracing mentorship, you embrace a journey of continuous learning, not just from your successes, but also from your failures. This journey enriches not only your professional life, but also your personal development, providing a foundation of resilience, insight, and support. As we conclude this exploration, remember that the path to overcoming failure and achieving success is rarely walked alone. The guidance of a mentor can illuminate this path, turning stumbling blocks into stepping stones, each one laying the groundwork for the next phase of your journey. Embrace this dynamic relationship and let the transformative power of mentorship guide you to new heights of achievement and fulfillment.